this is El Muerte out at the Assembly in Sacramento. I'm here with Chrigel of Eluvietie. How is it going tonight?
It's all right. Thank you.
You guys, where'd you play last night?
In
Somewhere
Ramona.
down south.
Yeah, it was in Ramona.
Ramona or Pomona?
Yeah, why?
Okay, and then before that, you had a Riverside show or something?
We played House of Blues LA
Oh, okay.
before.
But the Riverside show got canceled? Is that right?
You can ask questions. How the fuck am I supposed to know these things?
Well, it was the top post on your Twitter.
I think that one's got cancelled.
Yeah, you don't know why?
Yes, I do. It was actually like a joint tour show from this tour and from Machine Head Children of Bottom's tour.
Oh, okay.
And their tour, the complete tour, got cancelled. So also this show got cancelled after all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it was like this joint deal, and
Right.
that means another day off for us.
You're tired, bro. You look tired. I mean, been partying hard or what?
No. Actually, we're not that much of a party band anymore.
Oh, no?
No. Well, we do party, but not really hard.
Right.
No, you got to focus on your work and do a good job after all.
Yeah, you can only go that hard for so long. Very few people anyways,
Yeah.
catches up to you. I know,
Yeah.
I had to quit myself. So your CD, Origins, how is it going so far?
Absolutely amazing, to be honest.
Yeah?
It was, we're super happy with it, and it was, well, how can I say it? It sounds stupid. It was much better than we ever expected, but actually that's what it was. Usually we don't have much expectations because, it's like always you never know what's going to happen with an album.
Right.
But it was really amazing.
So you're like number one in Switzerland?
We got number one in Switzerland, which is like incredible.
Yeah.
Since it's, of course, there's a lot of melody in our music, but after all, it's still extreme metal, and
Right.
I think that never happened before in Swiss music history.
Wow.
And also, like a month later, it still has been top 3 or top 5 or something like that. Don't remember. So it was like really amazing.
And then in the U.S. though, you're like in the top 200, which is good.
Which is also good.
But what is the, why do you think it's so hard to get down, say, top 10 in the U.S.? Do you have any idea?
No, honestly, I actually never thought about this that way. Well, one fact, of course, is that the U.S. is slightly bigger than Switzerland, just a tiny little bit. And I'm not really following the Billboard charts, but as far as I know, like it's if it comes to the top 10, it's actually mostly U.S.-based acts in there.
Right.
Which kind of makes sense
and pop,
because
it'd be more pop music.
Well, besides that fact, of course, but that's the case for any country.
Right.
It's basically mainstream pop music, and that is in the charts. But yeah, I mean, especially in the US, the music market requires a lot of live presence. It's slightly different in Europe, for example, but over here at least, it requires a lot of live presence. And if you're a US-based band, you can play all fucking time here. You can do like all the festival tours and everything. Which is harder for us because we're like always somewhere in the world somewhere, and also during summer we're always doing the festival season over in Europe mostly. So I think that's one aspect that makes it harder, I suppose.
Right. So I lost my train of thought. You're talking about touring in the U.S. This is like your fourth or fifth time here in the U.S.?
I think I'm not sure, but I think it's more.
Years ago at the Boardwalk, it was like the Pagan Fest.
Yeah.
That was.
I'm not entirely sure anymore, but I think it's the seventh tour.
Seventh, yeah.
Something like that.
So you guys get all over it.
Yeah, we tour a lot.
Yeah. So of all the, you tour the whole world. Where's your favorite place to tour?
That's hard to say. I love touring in Australia. I like playing in Japan. Also in Europe, there's quite a lot of really cool places. Also over here in Northern America or South America. But I couldn't pick one. There's a really cool place to play anywhere in the world.
That's kind of the benefit of your job is you get to go everywhere, right?
Yeah, but it's also something really nice. I mean, it can be exhausting and it can be weird in a way because you're traveling the world all fucking time, but you actually don't see much of it.
Right.
But nevertheless, on the other hand, I think it's also like a huge privilege,
Right.
and that's amazing.
And you've toured with a lot of good bands too. Well, who do you think was your favorite band to tour with?
I think we're pretty easygoing, and uh, we got along very well with most of the bands we've been on the road with. So I think it's hard to pick one. I mean, we're very good friends with Children of Bottom and Fintroll, another band from Finland. And we toured a lot with both of them, which was always nice.
That was
yeah.
when you used to party real hard, and now, last time I talked to those guys, they would barely wake up for the show because they've been partying up all night long.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can do that now and then. That's nice, of course.
Yeah, pretty crazy though. Crazy way to live. But they were nice guys, great guys. I saw your little discussion on the lyrics for the Silver Sister.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of a historical background and all that, but still not quite clear on the lyrics. I mean, who is the Silver Sister, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is that
All right.
is that like the moon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a poetical metaphor for the
Right.
moon. But yeah, I think that's the case for all the lyrics on Origins, which like basically every single word has like a kind of a deeper meaning. But yeah, you're right. I didn't go into all that just to not make it too long and boring and everything. But yeah, that's there's a lot of stuff like that in the lyrics of the Silver Sister, for example. Yeah, the Silver Sister is a metaphor for the moon, and like the moonlight is described with several adjectives, for example, like stanite glow and all that. And also this has kind of a historical meaning because the tribes where this tradition was confirmed with scientifically, in those tribes, how do you say, stanite works, stanite mines have been very important, and stanite products have been like one of their most important export goods, and so on. So I was trying to find adjectives they probably would have used to describe the moonlight and stuff like that, So yeah, there's a lot of thoughts behind every single word, actually. But yeah, that thing, it was basically just to give a historical background about the whole thing in general.
I mean, my girlfriend says she's pagan, right? I'm not really sure. I think she just doesn't like Christians, I don't know. But she used to do the whole summer solstice, winter solstice kind of dance and all that. But when I tell my girlfriend's pagan, they say, well, what's that? And I really don't have a good definition. I mean, in a just brief definition, how would you describe what a pagan is?
Well, honestly, I think it's pretty clear, but I think the pretty clear definition would not be what most of the people that call themselves pagans today agree with.
Right.
I'm honestly not, without wanting to piss anyone off, but I'm really not much in the whole, this neo-pagan kind of modern kind of things.
Okay. You're more into the history
yeah, well, like Celtic culture and religion, everything means a lot to me personally, but not. And I want to stick to the facts and not. Yeah, but the definition of pagan is actually quite easy. I mean, the word originally derives from the Israeli culture, and originally it basically meant a non-Jew. You know,
Right.
people who are not Jews were pagans, and then a lot later, like I don't know, 1,000 years later or whatever, it got adapted by the Catholic Church. Well, once the Catholic Church, you know, got established, like from like 300 AD,
Right.
and they adapted the word heathen or pagan to, and it gave it the meaning non-Catholic. So if you're, it basically means if you're neither a Jew nor a Catholic Christian, then you're a pagan.
Oh,
So it's pretty simple.
oh, okay.
So, and in that sense, most people are pagans anyway. So yeah.
Right. So, and then there's the neo-pagan, like you're talking about, is more of a New Age kind of ritualistic.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, according to that literal meaning, pretty much everybody is a pagan. But you know, people who are pagan according to that description would not call themselves pagan. You know. So yeah, there's those people who really call themselves pagan, and they are usually like in stuff like Wicca and all that. But you know, none of those ideologies are old or have much to do with Celtic belief or Viking belief. But I mean, it's all just pretty new stuff that got established over the last 200-300 years. So it's kind of a new religion that doesn't have much to do with, you know, the ancient cultures, actually.
All right. Well, that's about all I have. Did you want to talk about your upcoming tour or add anything you want to say?
Well, there's not that much to say. We're about in half of the tour, and it's been going cool so far.
And where are you going next?
Oakland, I believe.
Oakland?
Yeah.
Just the West Coast?
Yeah, now we're going up until Seattle, and then do quite an extended Canada run, and then we come back to New York and whatever.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so look for them. This is Muerte, Rock Hard Live.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Hello, everybody. This is Chrigel from the band Eluvietie, and you're watching Rock Hard Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a motherfucking goddamn hallelujah for God's sake? Give me some goddamn noise!